Alright, here we are, Canadian junkyard. Okay, pro tip here. Hey everybody, welcome back to your favorite YouTube show, Fixing Random Crap with Craig. Today we were working on the SnowBlower, and actually I've been working on this project for, I think, 2 years, trying to get this thing fixed up, and it has been a nightmare. So what happened was, on the SnowBlower here, you see you got your speed control up here. What that does is connects to that, goes down here, ties into that piece, which I'm guessing is the transmission. You'll see a little bit of tuck tape there from a previous fix attempt that went poorly, failed miserably. And you will see on the other side of that, currently, Canadian nickel. And I'm going to tell you how I got it on there. I've tried all kinds of different things. Basically, how that originally was there was a little cap on there. A little tiny cap that it was like a little hat that sort of fit right on top of that thing. Right there, boop. And one day I was going down the driveway here, and all of a sudden the SnowBlower was going, instead of speed 2, was going in max speed 6. I was chasing it down the driveway. What I realized had happened is the little hat had fallen off, the little cap. I was able to go back and find it in the snow and say, oh, okay, and I tried crimping it back on, and that was the beginning of what's been a 2 to 3 year, journey of trying to get this thing back fixed up. So I've tried lots of different things. Even today I tried like a super high-powered magnet, because the end of this post, a magnet will stick to it. But that didn't work. Tried like tying it on with copper wire to keep it close enough. That didn't work. The machine just jiggles so much while it's running that it's really hard to fix this. And I don't know how that little cap stayed on for the first 20 years of the SnowBlower's life, but somehow it did. So what we've done is I was talking to a neighbor, good buddy, who, at a Christmas party, I said, geez, what would you do with that? I was trying to find somebody who knew how to weld. And he did actually know how to weld. We just didn't have a welder. But he suggested this idea of trying an epoxy. Hey everybody, welcome back to your favorite YouTube show, Fixing Random Crap with Craig. Today we are dealing with the SnowBlower. I'm going to try to, this might not be chronological, this whole video, but I've tried a million things to try and fix this. Basically, this is the piece that comes out of the transmission to control the speed at which you're going. This thing goes up here and attaches to the handle up on the top of the SnowBlower so you can adjust it, and then that moves this thing up and down. Now, there used to be a little cap on here that held this thing on. Worked for probably 20 years, but then it fell off. I've been trying a bunch of different things to try and get it back going. But what we're going to do, the idea from one of my trusty neighbors here, since I was running out of ideas, is found a washer that fits right over here just nicely. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to use the Dremel here to cut a little slot there, just inside, right? We don't want this too close, but a little slot around like three spots around. And then we're going to take this wire and slide it into that slot that we have created, and then like tie it really tight and see if that works. Fingers crossed. And then we'll install this back in all as one kind of piece here. So we'll let you know how we do. Okay, you'll see now that we've kind of created try to get this to focus perfectly, but a few spots where we've sort of gouged in a groove where that wire can sit. Oh, focused on my socks. Right there. So let's see if we can set this up now. I'll show you how we're going to try to put it together. Okay, so we got this set up here in the vise. We have the piece that connects to the transmission on there. I'm trying to do this through the camera screen instead of looking at it in real life. That was easier. That on there. And now we're going to take this and try and wrap it around there real tight, twist it, and then like snip it. And hopefully that'll be enough to hold that piece on. So fingers crossed. Okay, so here's where we're at. We wound that all through the slot and got it on real tight. And you can see that it kind of, it hard to just show this way, but it moves pretty good. And yeah, then we're going to go outside, put it back together, and see if this holds. Plow's going to be going by soon, so we should get a chance to test it out. Fingers crossed. Okay, we got it reinstalled. It took a few times to get it the right way. It's important to make sure that it's in this position when you go up and down. That's reverse. And the further it goes down, the faster you're going to be moving. So if you turn it, it works in reverse, comes backwards. Now I'll put it into first gear. Goes nice and slow. Go fast. Okay, so I think we're back. We got to hope that that thing's going to hold on. We'll test it a bit and see. It takes a lot of a beating. Like there's the water shut off for the cities right there in the driveway. That's what that huge clunk was. So it takes a beating, but we'll see if this hangs in, because it'll be a lot more enjoyable to do the driveway when we've got multiple speeds. We're not just chasing it. So until next time, we'll give this a try for a little while, make sure it works before we post this. So if you see this video, it means that this was a pretty successful fix and it's hung in for a while. So that's it. See you next time on Fixing Random Crap with Craig.